Would you like to see football wherever you are in the world?
With NordVPN, you can get premium protection online and set your location so you never miss a minute of the content you usually enjoy.
Go to nordvpn.com/TSUW to get 72% off a 2-year plan plus 3 additional months absolutely free. Hello, Blades, and welcome to another match preview. We're absolutely buzzing at the moment. The Blades are kicking bottom, left, right, and centre, especially those, I'm going to say something else then, but I better not. Those lads that are run by Chris Wilder. Anyway, this is Coventry City versus Sheffield United. This is tomorrow at 3 p.m. at the Coventry Building Society Arena, formerly known as the Rico Arena. What a terrible name. What a terrible, terrible name to start off with. As always, this is not on TV. Like normally, they are 3 p.m. kickoffs and they are not on TV. So if you're not going to the game, you cannot see this game in the slightest. But on a totally separate note, you can sign up to NordVPN to make sure your web browsing is super safe. And also they might have a couple of other things that you can do on there. Quickly, I'm going to bring up members on the screen too. If you'd like to become a member, all you have to do is click the link in the top line of the description, and that will take you where you need to be. It's £4.99 a month. It helps the channel with our running costs, and it brings you this amazing content. We normally bring out about 3 or 4 videos a week, but recently it seems like it's been 6 or 7 because of all the build up of all the fixtures. So me and Hal have not particularly had many days off in the last few months. Also, we've got Sheffield United away clips as always. We've had 2 big videos this week. Dane Whitehouse speaking about his dad jumping on the Port Vale coach to confront Gareth the Devil Ainsworth. And then we had a Martin Wolford video opening up about the way that Chris Wilder treated him whilst he was at Sheffield United and Martin was just leaving the club. So yeah, 2 very, very good videos there for you to watch if you haven't seen the Dane Whitehouse or the Martin Wolford podcast. 2 very, very good podcasts indeed. Now, welcome to the stream, Mr. Hal Stewart. How do you do today? I'm going to keep singing.
So I don't know when I can come in. Love it. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, mate.
Looking forward to this one. I'm going as well. So I'm actually going to be doing a little bit of recording and hopefully get some of that on the channel soon. I'll say no more.
I can't wait to see it. This is what I'm trying to. I am absolutely buzzing. We're going to see some more of your face and you're going to see some more Sheffield United wins, hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah. I've been pretty lucky apart from Millwall.
Yeah. Millwall wasn't a good one. But luckily I wasn't there for that one. No, definitely not. But do you know where I was, Hal?
You were at the Blades against Middlesbrough. Break it down for me.
I will break it down for you right now, my man. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to spend an age on this. I spent 45 minutes talking about this, mostly because I was absolutely buzzing in my match reaction, which if you want to see that, all you got to do is go back a couple of videos and you can watch it from start to finish. Get that watch time up for the lads. Anyway, so the Blades obviously beat Borough 4-1. We smashed Chris Wilder's Middlesbrough, and it was great to see. But I'm not going to give you 3 positives this week because we absolutely annihilated Borough from start to finish. And if we play like that week in, week out, we will not just make the playoffs, we will walk the playoffs and obviously lose in the final because that's what we do. That's what we do as Sheffield United fans and the team itself. So all I'm going to say is that there must have been about 500 positives in this game. We take loads and loads of positives into the next game too. Obviously, we've got loads and loads of injuries still. So hopefully we'll see some injured players back soon. But if the exact same team that played Borough plays against Coventry, I will be very, very happy indeed. Hal, did you enjoy that game?
Yeah, it'd be interesting though to see if Ben Osborne, for example, stays at right wing back. You know, if Gorgeous George, Furious George, recent happy birthday George is back. That could certainly throw up some questions. We know poor Charlie Good as well. We'll get to more of that, of course, with your look ahead with team news. I'm going to talk you through the last time that the Blades played Coventry at Coventry. Nick, we've got to go a long way back, but it was a memorable one, 15th of December 2016. Coventry City fans staged a pitch invasion. You might remember all this, the nonsense that was going on around that in terms of how it affected us. United led on 23 minutes when Billy Sharp pounced on the loose ball from Jordan Turnbull's clearance to drill a low, angled right foot shot in to the right corner. That was within 6 minutes of the restart that we saw Coventry level. And I was rather annoyed at that moment because I thought we were having the crowd affect our performance because the pitch invasion was just enormous and it was the focal point and it was what the Sky cameras and the commentators were focusing on and talking about. So we had to wait till the 87th minute when Billy Sharp blasted home from close range after his first effort was saved and we won 2-1. I'll take the same again.
Do you know what, Hal? I actually think that the performance of the crowd actually spurred us on because we came off the pitch and then it's like, for God's sake.
I was just annoyed. I was just really, really annoyed and felt like it completely detracted from what was our promotion push and we needed to concentrate.
Promotion.
I
can't help it. I think it's every time you say promotion. Maybe you say it in a bit of a Thogdad way.
He's our mate now, isn't he?
He's our best mate, actually.
Bez
Except for he don't follow us back, but never mind.
Good.
He is Thogdad after all. Legend. Anyway, shall I talk about team news?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. So, Blades, nobody new is back from injury that we know of. Still, Ender did say Brewster, Bogle, Bash. And speaking of Bash, Hecky did concede that he's been telling porcupines, Hal. Have you seen this?
Well, I've heard some inside info about Bash. What are you referring to?
I'm not referring to that. I'm referring to Hecky, the fact that he's been giving false injury information out in his press conferences.
To bamboozle the opposition. Is it a bit of bamboozlement?
It's bamboozle hour. That's what it is when Hecky's...
Is it Bash boozle hour? Is it to do with Basham or is it just general news?
Yes, it was to do with Bash, but I think it's been to do with a lot of kind of players recently, especially but maybe Bogle, maybe Baldock as well. It's the right-hand side that he was talking about. The fact that... Yeah. Did you know,
this is huge. Well, I've been at work. I've just got in. I just went to the gym and had something to eat, and here I am. So, you miss things. I can't be on top of everything. I'm pretty good.
You're on top of most things, though, so I'll give you that. No, what he was doing was he was telling everyone that Bash and Baldock, I believe, may be back in time for games so that people didn't think, let's attack down their right-hand side because the right-hand side is decimated at the moment. But it's not, though, is it? Because it doesn't matter if we've got left-footed players in right-hand side, right-footed players. They all just play to the best of their ability, and it's working for us at the moment. Yeah,
I'm hearing that Bash, hopefully, back after the international break.
Yeah, that's what he said. He mentioned the international break, and he said he was honest about that one. But he said when he said that Bash may only be out for a few weeks, he did say, yeah, I didn't mean that. So I love that.
Remember me saying to you when we heard the injury, because my wife is a sports massage therapist, I told her the injury and she was like, there's no way that's 2 weeks.
No. Yeah, he said, 2 to 3 weeks. And how long's Bash been out now? Because I saw, I think it was the Swansea game. I watched the highlights of the Swansea game a couple of nights ago for some reason. And Bash was there. I'm like, oh my God, Bash played in that game. That must have been his last game.
Well, that's when he did it. He did it in a tackle right at the end, a kind of, needless one because we were, 4-0 or whatever it was up. And, he was gutted. He went straight down the tunnel. And my wife said, we're looking at probably minimum 6 weeks. I think that's roughly where we'll be at when he comes back.
Yeah, and you could probably say the same thing about Didsey because I can't remember which game Didsey did his in, but he put a cross in when we were winning quite comfortably. And that's when he did his as well. And I knew that was bad. Because when he was walking off, he couldn't put any sort of weight on that. I think it was his left foot as well. So, yeah, devastated. But anyway, we'll crack on. We'll not talk about that, and I'll get rid of you for a second. Because, obviously, Bash is going to be out for a few more weeks. And Charlie Good, a little bit gutted about him. I mentioned to Hal the other day that Charlie Good, even though he has served his 3-match ban, it's looking like he's not going to make this game because he's picked up an injury too. And the last little bit of information that I've got is that George Baldock, we don't know. He could be back. We just don't know. He could be back in this game. Maybe that was one of Hecky's white lies to try and throw the opposition off. But he doesn't need to do that, as we've just said, because Ozzy's been so good at right wing back. But it would be nice to see kind of a bit more of balance with having some right footers on the right hand side, because obviously we've been seeing Davis and we've been seeing Ben Osborne on that right hand side. Anyway, I'll bring up on screen what I want the team to be. Say I want the team to be. If Baldock is fit, I would like to see Baldock at right wing back and Ozzy at left wing back, if I'm being completely honest. But this is my team. Wes Fotheringham in the goal. Ben Davies, John Egan, and Jackie Longthrow. Jackie Longthrow is having an absolute storming kind of end to the season, because pretty much in every game, every fan that I talk to is saying that Jack Robinson's having the best game out of the back three every single week. Even instead of Egan, like, you can understand Ben Davies because he's playing on the right hand side, but you can't understand you can't understand Egan, because Egan should be that central figure that is just winning everything. But Jackie Longthrow is doing so well at the moment. Reece Norrington Davis at left wing back, Ben Osborne at right wing back. He played so well in the last game, so he needs to keep his spot wherever he plays. Sander Berger had a fantastic game against Middlesbrough. I actually played it down a little bit on the match reaction, because I was thinking, he did all right, but I think Gibbs White kind of overshadowed him with how well he played. But actually, going back and watching it, he had like a much better game than what I thought. Then we've got Norwood, defensive midfielder. Again, I'm going to say the same thing as Berger. He had a fantastic game against Borough. He was winning balls. He was delivering great passes. He even set up a chance for Morgan Gibbs-White to lay it onto Sharpie. He was so high up, pressurising and winning that ball. It was great to see. And Conor Howrahan just waltzed into the team as well, and was just great himself. He walked into Fleck's position, even though Fleck played brilliantly. He walked into his position and he just took off, just carried on where Fleck left off. And then finally, Morgan Gibbs-White just sat behind Billy Sharp. It's got to be. We need to play our best side in every game we possibly can from now until the end of the season. Apologies, I didn't mention that Fleck is still out. It is a groin injury, and Hecky did say that he will be out for days rather than weeks. So I doubt he will play in this game. But I'm sure Flecky is going to be in the team for the rest of the season. It's not one of them that's going to keep him out.
Maybe. We don't know what to believe now, do we?
It's true. Hecky is a full-blown liar.
Your words, not mine.
Hal.
Also, who's been on the right side of history with being a big fan of Jack Robinson since the start of the season?
Oh, I don't know if you can say that.
Right side of history, this guy.
You didn't say that, though.
Literally said it to his face. So
I know different.
Well, I did say I was a big fan to his face. That's a fact, right?
Yeah, it was.
Thank you very much.
You might
we move on. Yeah. We move on. Let's look at Coventry City side. Mark Robbins, Coventry City have not won in their last 3 games. They have a really poor pitch, which I think, Nick, could stifle creative play and crisp passing moves. I think they could be an issue. Coventry started the season well, but maybe because of their pitch, they've really wobbled of late. They sit 11th on 51 points in the Championship. Callum O'Hare is in contention to return to the starting lineup after not being fit enough to start the game against Luton. He was on the bench, came on against Luton on Tuesday. Centre-back Dominic Hyam has missed the last 2 matches due to concussion, but with concussion protocol, he should be able to return. Mark Robbins has revealed that Jake Bidwell, who I do like as a defender, will be out for 6 weeks after scans showed he sustained a really bad hip problem. But fellow fullback who impressed me at the Lane, Dabo, is available after serving a 2-game suspension. So I think they'll go with Simon Moore in goal, another former Blade in McFadzean at the back, Clark Salter, Hyam, then Kane, Sheaf, Hamer and Matson. You've got O'Hare supporting Gyökeres and Godden.
Absolutely love to see that, Hal. Love to see that Coventry lineup with Simon Moore in the goal.
Yeah. Really,
you didn't let me finish. You didn't let me finish.
Is there more?
Yeah, no, just the fact that I absolutely love Simon Moore, and I want you to give him a big clap for me, please.
I will. I promise I will do that.
Because I'd actually missed the Coventry game at home. You'll know this because I was away, wasn't I, Hal?
Yeah, I was at that one, and it was just, when you say one of those games.
Yeah, one of those really terrible games.
Probably all I need to say about that. Do you know no player currently active has scored more goals against Coventry City than Billy Sharp with 8? I want to thank the Bladesman for that.
Yeah, the Bladesman, great Twitter account. Anyway, shall we move on, Hal?
I'm going to do score prediction next. I'm going to jump in ahead of you. I'm going to say last time, right, against Borough, I was really positive on screen, even though deep down I did not see that Middlesbrough result coming. So I'm going to do exactly the same again. I'm going to say that it's going to be a very low-scoring affair. I think if anyone wins it, it's just one goal. And I'll say the Blades nick it 1-0.
Do you know what? I kind of believe you. I kind of want to go with you at 1-0, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go 2-1 Blades. At the moment, Wes keeps letting goals in. He's letting too many goals in, Hal. So he's going to let another goal in.
We let him off that one, poor lads. Yeah. I mean, it happens to the best of them. So hopefully we don't see anything else like that. Get those errors out the way when we score 4 goals. The referee for this one is Jeremy Simpson from Lancashire. He's taken charge of 26 games this season in all competitions, issuing 108 yellows, 5 reds, and, wait for it, he has given 10 penalties in 26 games.
Wow.
I know, that's the most.
That is a lot, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, because the last few games we've had referees that have done over 30 games and none of them had given more than 4. So that's very interesting. I think we could see a penalty, maybe, in this game. You have to go a long way back for the last time he refereed one of our games. He refereed our 2-1 defeat at home to West Bromwich Albion back in December 2018.
Oh, right. Okay. So he's going to give a lot of penalties in this game then. Are we saying 7 or 8?
We'll say 7. Just err on the side of caution. I think 8 would be ridiculous.
Yeah, that'd be too much.
In fact,
if anything,
it's a stupid thing. It's a stupid thing for you to say, and I'd like you to apologise.
No, I'm not going to be. But I'm going to say, if anything, it's too much.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out at the end, won't we? We'll find out at the end of the game if the stuff I say about referees ends up being actually in any way playing a part in the game. Because the previous match against Borough, I did say that I thought the referee was one of the better ones, a decent official for that level, and I actually thought he was pretty good. He kind of let the players play.
Yeah, I do feel, though, that as soon as we went 2-0 up, he kind of sided with a lot of decisions with Forest. And I feel like that's not just him, though. Who did I say? Forest?
Forest, yeah. They merge.
They're the same club. They're both playing red after all. I feel like a lot of other referees do that as well, that when a team has gone up or a team has conceded a penalty, we'll kind of try and even it up. So I do feel that happens a lot. But I do feel like that happened and maybe it shouldn't have done.
I definitely agree with that. But, you don't expect a 10 out of 10 referee performance at this level. We've not seen it all season. And over the piece, thought he was all right. I know another player that was all right. We're going to do player connections, Nick, and I'm again going to jump in ahead of you, and I'm going to give you Nuddy. Peter Rundlove, Nuddy gloves and all. I'm so glad Bobby in the background found a photo of Nuddy with the gloves on, which I had and I wore with pride. Didn't suit me at all, but what a great player. Played for Coventry from 1991 to 1997. Back in the day when there weren't too many Zimbabwean internationals playing in the Premier League. 178 league appearances for Cov, 39 goals. Went to Birmingham City. Also had a loan spell at Huddersfield. The Blades got him from Birmingham in 2001. Played in that triple assault season. 135 appearances for United and 25 goals before he decided to leave and go to South Africa, where he kind of made his name at club level and also in management. And he's been playing in the national team from the 1990s all the way to 2007, and has even managed as assistant manager the Zimbabwe national team. A great player.
Oh, excellent information. I just want to talk about that Coventry shirt, though. How fantastic is that Coventry shirt? And that's what I remember Coventry as growing up.
Yeah, it's a really, really different shirt.
Oh, come on. It's tie. It looks tie-dye to me. Gotta love it. Love it.
You love it.
Fine. You like that shirt. Do you know I'm going to talk about Hal for a second?
I do, yeah, but I'll let you say it.
Yep. A player that we have just done a podcast with. Well, I say just done. It might have been a couple of months ago, but it's just come out. It's Michael Doyle. What a great guy he was on the podcast. Michael Paul Doyle, as everybody knows him as, aged 40, and he's still playing for Notts County. Started his career at Celtic, which I didn't know until the podcast, and you guys will see it very, very soon. He played most of his career at Coventry, so that's why we've picked him as well as being in the podcast. 264 games for Coventry, scoring 22 goals, then went on loan to Dirty Leeds. 42 games, 0 goals, and 8 goals for the Blades in 188 games, including some absolute bangers, Hal. He scored so many bangers, and they always look better when you're a left-footed player.
Yeah, some doily bangers. And they wouldn't have counted on his stats, but a very memorable penalty shootout goal.
And celebration.
As well, yeah, top man.
Yeah, top man. And like I said earlier, very, very nice man indeed, and loved a little bit of banter too.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you very much, mate. Enjoy the match. I won't be there. I will be here doing a match reaction afterwards. So that's the next video that will be going out on this channel. So come and join me. And yeah, Hal, enjoy yourself. Go and make some magic. And we'll see you very, very soon.
Cheers.
Cheers.